Hello, my name is Alberto Acosta, and I love to become a nurse because ever since I can remember, I've always had the desire and passion to impact others' lives around the world. And what better way of doing that than to become a nurse, where you could be able to love people unconditionally and meet them in their most desperate time of needs. And honestly, I believe a nurse is someone who's on the front line, who's willing to sacrifice their own time, emotions, and efforts for the well being of the patient. And that brings us to our next point, where a time I had a disagreement with someone in a professional setting where I was going for my CNA license, and one of the medical or the nursing assistants, she was training me and showing me how to be able to treat patients, clean them, and within a time frame. And I remember that she was, yes, treating them, but she wasn't cleaning them the proper way because she wanted to get onto the next patient as quick as she can. And I remember just telling her, how come we don't take just a little more time to clean these patients? And she just advised me we're on a short time frame and we need to get each patient done completed. And I totally understood that aspect. However, I did bring the point across to her. How would you feel if someone treated your family member the way you're treating these patients? And she stopped for a second. She looked at me and she said, "You're right. I apologize for not showing you the proper way to be able to handle these patients." And then we had an agreement in that moment. And then the next point is a time where I was given a task to be able to accomplish within a team setting. And that was actually recently, where one of my leaders from church, he did delegate a task to me to be able to recruit a team and how to be able to retain youth in a local community at a service. And I remember I just came up with a vision and a plan of action to be able to do that. And once I gave that to him, he then promoted me to be able to be one of our middle school directors at one of our campuses in our church. And all because I took that task he gave me and I executed what he gave me. And that brings us to our last point of the great qualities of a nurse. However, one in particular I feel describes me the most, and that is resilience. Someone who is able to handle adversity and bounce back. And the example being from my career in college, I started out doing pre-nursing, and unfortunately I did not get into the first cycle of the application process for the nursing program, and it was very discouraging, and I just wanted to honestly drop out of school. But however, I knew that I was resilient and I pursued my goals and to be able to become a nurse in the future. So what I did was I got my CNA license. I then started working as a CNA, and then now I currently work at Loma Linda as a central scheduler, scheduling appointments, because I knew that if I would have stopped back then, I would not be able to be in the position I am now for this EL-MSN program. And so I thank you for the opportunity to be able to have this interview, and I hope that I am a great asset to this EL-MSN program. Thank you.